Greetings fellow Decepticons, Blaster 1987 here with another Blokees Transformers review. Today, continuing my look at Wave 4 of the Galaxy version, I'll be looking at Tarn, leader of the DJD, the Decepticon Justice Division, a group of mercenaries, sort of military police Gestapo types from the IDW comics who basically go around the galaxy executing anyone who betrays Megatron, including Megatron himself after he turned into an Autobot later in the comics, but that's beside the point. So, as you can see, Tarn is pretty faithfully represented here in his robot form. Obviously his transformation won't be working because it's an action figure with a heavily stylized robot mode design, but for comparison here he is with the actual transforming Tarn figure from Transformers Legacy Evolution. As you can see, he's pretty faithful to the design overall, even if Legacy Tarn has been compromised due to the fact he has to be retooled into Bludgeon later on. And for more comparisons, here he is with the Lunar Wolf Ranger from Power Rangers Wild Force, the Hasbro Lightning Collection figure, and Blokees Ultra Magnus for another Blokees comparison. And finally, here he is next to the Stegosaurus version of Dinobot Snarl from the same wave of Blokees figures. So, articulation-wise, much like Ultra Magnus from my past review, Tarn's internal joint system is slightly different than normal Blokees because there is a separate ball joint socket attached to the main frame of his torso piece. So, you've got a ball jointed head that's a little stiff on my copy. You've got ball jointed shoulders that surprisingly don't get in the way of much despite the tread details on the armour. You've got a swivel at the elbow, a pretty deep knee and elbow bend just above 90 degrees. Ball jointed wrists, they can be popped off and swapped out for these gesturing open hands with a slot in the palm for accessories to peg into. Then you've got a waist swivel and ball jointed hips, which also act as a bit of a thigh swivel due to the way they're engineered. Then you've also got a swivel at the knee and a deep knee bend, which combined with those spiky knee pads is not going to end well for any Autobots around. He's also got a ball jointed ankle, and as you've seen before, the feet do plug into these display stand ports and such for stability's sake. There is also a weapon port on the back of his backpack there for attaching additional weapons. There's also a couple of weapon ports on the shoulders and the forearms, as well as obviously the ones on the fists. And he's got his arm-mounted double cannon there, trying to replicate Megatron's fusion cannon. And this can be popped off and handheld if need be. But obviously Tarn doesn't look right hand-holding that double cannon, does he? So, back on the arm it goes. That more or less concludes my review of Blokees Tarn. I have been Blaster 1987. Thanks again for watching. My next Blokees review will be both the robot and Stegosaurus version of Dinobot Snarl as a 2-in-1. Till then, till all are one.